Thank you. Good evening, Lower Moreland Township School District community. My name is Dr. John Butler. Thank you for attending this evening's meeting of the Lower Moreland Board of School Directors. I'd like to remind our board members as well as members of the public, the meeting is being live streamed on our district YouTube channel, and that a recording of the meeting will be posted on our school board website within 48 hours. I welcome my fellow board members and members of the public. To our board members, please be reminded, for sound purposes, you must turn on your microphone and speak directly into it for the sound to be audible both for the in-person community members in the auditorium as well as for anyone listening on the live stream. After speaking, please also mute your microphone by tapping the touchpad. Ms. Kepner, would you take a roll call of the board?
Yes. Mrs. Baker?
Present.
Mr. Berardi?
Here.
Ms. Blanton?
Here.
Dr. Butler?
Present.
Ms. Cannon?
Here.
Ms. Darian?
Present.
Mr. Geiger?
Present.
Dr. Lee?
Present.
Mr. McKee?
Present.
All board members are present.
Thank you. Dr. Best, would you please take a roll call of the cabinet members and administrators who will also be participating?
Certainly. Ms. Galdo.
Present.
Dr. Hemrick.
Present.
Mr. Cole.
Present.
Mr. Giordano.
Present.
Mr. Stroop. Mr. Miles. Ms. Dilks. Ms. McMullen. Mr. McGuinn.
Here.
Dr. Hilt.
Here.
All members present.
Again, thank you, Dr. Best. Before we start our vote on motions, I note that we have a quorum present, and if there are no objections, I will adopt a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of October 15th, 2024, and our special meeting of October 24, as recorded. Is there no objections? The motion is approved. Next, we have a performance and some recognitions. Dr. Best, would you please take us through those?
Sure thing. So we have our Pine Road third grade chorus who's going to be performing for us. For our board members and administrators, we're actually going to move to that side of the room so we can get a good vantage point. Our next set of student recognitions is our Students of the Month, beginning with Mr. Miles and Lower Moreland High School.
Good evening, Dr. Best and members of the board. Thank you for allowing us the time to acknowledge our students. And I'm very happy to recognize the high school October Students of the Month, Tommy Keaton, grade 11, and Kennedy Duran, grade 12. If you would join me by the podium, that would be wonderful. Come on up. Oh, stand on this side, okay. Could I ask you to switch on this side, okay. All right, we'll go with the 11th grader first, Tommy, okay. So this is what Tommy's teacher has to say. Tommy is tremendously polite and has a great deal of integrity. I always hear him speaking positively of his teachers, coaches, and community. He was a leader on the boys soccer team this season, and he may not be a top performer in all of his classes, but he conveys a genuine interest, and it is a pleasure to teach. Congratulations, Tommy. If I may read your certificate, Lower Moreland High School Student of the Month, Thomas Keaton, is recognized for academics, character, and integrity. We congratulate you and have confidence that your future will be equally successful. Again, congratulations, and I also have a congratulatory letter from Representative Genst to you as well. So, Tommy, congratulations. Give all that to you. I'll shake your hand. Then get all that to you. All right, congratulations. And Kennedy, you got to come over here. Okay. This is what Kennedy's teacher has to say. Kennedy is a platinum standard bearer in all respects relevant to being Student of the Month. Bearing a schedule replete with AP courses, she is comfortably ensconced in the highest tier of academic achievers. Not merely book smart, she is a perennial award winner in track and field. She is president of the National Honor Society, where she carries out all of her duties in an effective, dignified, yet understated manner, shedding ostentation for the greater good. Being disrespectful to peers or staff is foreign to her character, as her interactions with all are marked by the highest decency and kindness. Congratulations, and Kennedy, if I may read your certificate as well. Lower Moreland High School Student of the Month, Kennedy Durand, is recognized for academics, character, and integrity. We congratulate you and have confidence that your future will be equally successful. Kennedy, congratulations, and I also have your congratulatory letter. So welcome. Okay. Are we good with pictures? Okay.
Up next, we have Ms. Stokes with Lower Moreland Middle School.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to present two of our Students of the Month from the middle school, and I'm going to invite them to join with me at the podium, Andrew Collodi and Ella O'Driscoll. Guys, I'm going to have you stand right here. Thank you. I'm going to start by reading the certificate from Senator Maria Collette, and it reads, "Your dedication to academics and school activities and your demonstration of good character are exemplary. For the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the United States of America to grow and succeed, we must all make our best, most heartfelt effort to consistently display these qualities. We are each responsible for helping our community, and you have shown that you are up to the challenge. I join with your teachers and fellow students in recognizing your outstanding citizenship qualities. Congratulations for receiving this much-deserved award. And I'm going to share the nomination information from, I'll start with Andrew's teachers first. This is what they shared about Andrew. Andrew is a student that has demonstrated remarkable growth over the last few years. He approaches challenges with a positive attitude, demonstrates resilience, and has an unwavering dedication to learning. One of Andrew's most noticeable strengths is his kindness. He is always ready to lend a helping hand to classmates and teachers and does so with a smile. In addition to being kind, Andrew is an engaging young man who seeks out opportunities to connect with others in a thoughtful way. What truly sets Andrew apart is his reflective nature. He takes time to think critically about his experiences and uses feedback as an opportunity for growth. Congratulations, Andrew. And I'll share what Ella's teachers shared about her. Ella embodies the spirit of kindness and compassion, always lending a helping hand to her classmates and teachers. Her caring nature shines through in everything she does, whether it's offering support during group projects or cheering up a friend in need. In addition to her warm heart, Ella is a dedicated hard worker. She approaches her studies with determination and perseverance, consistently going above and beyond to achieve her goals. Congratulations, Ella.
Next, we have Mr. Stroop for the Murray Avenue School.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to invite up here Mr. Amir Shodiev. Come on up, buddy. How are you, buddy? This is what Amir's teachers have to say about him. Amir is an absolute gem. He works hard, always completes assignments, is kind, has character and integrity, and even helps clean up when he isn't asked to. He always asks questions and makes sure he advocates for himself when he doesn't understand something. He is the epitome of what a school and district role model is. Congratulations, Amir.
Forgot to turn my microphone on. Ms. McMullen for Pine Road Elementary School.
Okay. This evening, our student of the month is Ethan Vong. He is not here, but we are still... Oh, Ethan, you must have snuck in. Come on down. Yes. Hi, Ethan. You can come stand right over here. I'm very glad you're here tonight. Ethan's teachers had some really wonderful things to say about Ethan. His teachers are Mrs. Sursovitz and Mrs. Stroop. Ethan is a very special third grade student at Pine Road. Ethan is so happy here at school. Ethan starts every day with a smile on his face and is ready to learn. He has a positive attitude and a great sense of humor. Ethan has a great group of friends and is friendly and welcoming to everyone. Ethan works so hard at school in ELA and math. Ethan is always paying attention and participating actively in class. He's a phenomenal helper when working with another peer. Ethan is always a behavioral role model and exemplifies our 4 Pine Road pillars of respect, responsibility, honesty, and kindness. Our classroom community is better because of Ethan. Educators could only dream to have a student like Ethan in their class. Mrs. Stroop and Mrs. Sursovitz consider themselves incredibly lucky to be Ethan's teachers. While we try to teach our children all about life, our children teach us what is truly important. Ethan, thank you for reminding everyone around you what is truly important. Remember to believe in yourself and dream big. Go on and do great things. We can't wait to see how you positively impact the lives of those around you. We are so proud of you today and every day. Congratulations.
Next, Mrs. O'Malley, if you could come to present our Project Search Intern of the Month.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to share with the Lower Moreland community that Geraldine Gonzalez, who as part of her secondary transition programming at Project Search Bucks, has been awarded Intern of the Month. Jerry is currently interning in the Register of Wills Department of the Bucks County Administration Building in Doylestown. She has been demonstrating outstanding work in all areas of the job, including scanning marriage certificates, inputting missing information, filing, folding and stuffing envelopes, locating missing documents, and recently helped with the department bake sale, which raises funds to support the Vows and Veterans Wedding Initiative. Within the Register of Wills Department, Jerry is known for her diligence and independence. Jerry is an integral part of the Project Search intern team. She willingly shares her experiences and offers encouragement to her fellow interns, helping them build confidence and embrace new challenges. Jerry's hard work, positive attitude, and eagerness to learn has made her a valuable asset to both her department and Project Search. Congratulations, Jerry.
And Mrs. Galdo will share our final recognition for the evening.
So we're here tonight, we're giving away our first Pride of the Lions Award, and the Pride of the Lions Award is being given out a couple times a year to staff members who have made a special contribution to the district or have provided new opportunities or brought innovation to the district. And we solicited nominations for this through our newsletter and our website. And Mrs. Patricia Belitsky, is she here by any chance? And she submitted a wonderful nomination for Rachel Theroff, a second grade teacher at Pine Road, and I'll share what she wrote. So Ms. Belitsky has 3 children in the district, 2 at Pine Road and 1 at Murray Avenue. So she has witnessed firsthand what Ms. Theroff has done for the students. So she wrote, Ms. Theroff is extremely dedicated to our children. In class, she is understanding and engaging. Year after year, she brings our students out into the natural world, utilizing the Pine Road Outdoor Classroom, the Pine Road Nature Trail, and the school grounds. She has them sowing seeds year after year, teaching them to be stewards of nature, and she tirelessly managed not only the Nature Club on her own, but has also orchestrated yearly tree purchases for the school grounds. Yearly, she has the children planting a vegetable garden in the spring, which she then organizes the families to harvest over the summer and donate to local food banks. Her outreach to our school and students and the surrounding community is endless. So thank you very much, Rachel, for all you do for our students. And
Congratulations to all our recipients. Let me take a moment to also specifically thank Mrs. Theroff. Rachel, thank you. You were one of the first people I met in Lower Moreland Township School District when you taught my oldest child, Marina, in 2005. It was a great start for all 3 of my kids to go K-12 here, and I really appreciate it. And I have a picture to share with you later of Marina and you. Next, we'll move on to public comment. I'm told we have one speaker signed up. Let me just make a brief announcement about public comments in general. Each speaker is asked to state their first and last name prior to addressing the board. Each speaker is allotted 3 minutes. Speakers may not yield their time to another speaker. Please use the podium and be sure to turn on the microphone. Additionally, please address your comments to the board as a whole or to the presiding officer. No comments should be directed to individual board members or district administrators. All public comments and responses must be in the spirit of civil discourse. Please be aware that all comments are being recorded. The board thanks the public in advance for your cooperation. And again, we have one speaker signed up tonight, and Ms. Carmina Taylor.
Well, my name is Carmina Taylor. I came here at the end of last school year because I had been working with your high school students for our Student Ambassadors program. And I just wanted to come back and just tell you how important this program is for the students that are currently seniors at the high school, because I've had them since they were freshmen. And one of the things that I think is really important at this time is to accentuate on the strengths that each school district has in our program. And, you know, we have 7 schools that are part of the county-wide program. And Lower Moreland has a very distinctive nature that you have a higher population of Asian students and Indian students, and that is a really good makeup when all the students meet in person. And I just wanted to share my disappointment that the program won't be continuing on here. I'm advocating for the students and the seniors that are here, that are not here, but part of the program. And I just wanted to make sure that you all knew that I was extremely committed to all of your students from the time that I started 4 years ago until today. I've been exceptionally busy doing many things in the last few months, and the attention that I could have given the students wasn't as strong because I was, you know, juggling multiple things. But I wanted to make sure all of you guys saw that I really care about your students, and I think it's a very, very important program and you know, a very good opportunity for your school community. I think I also shared, and I might have not went in detail, but I do want to share something that like an uncomfortable moment that I had. I came to the graduation last year for 2 of my seniors that started with me as well. And I thought I was being festive by dressing in blue and gold, and I had African garb. And I was looked at like a foreigner, like an alien. And there were parents there and community members that kind of shunned me. And I thought I was doing something in the spirit of your colors. And I felt uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable as a woman of color in that space. And I didn't know at that time that Lower Moreland was so diverse with Eastern European families as well as Asian and Indian. And I just want you to know that, you know, even myself as a professional, being in spaces like this, that I don't see everyone that looks like me, that being that one person is really, really hard sometimes when you're trying to do good. And I just want to say that the valiant effort that the current seniors that are part of this program have put forth since they have been with me, is really important. So this may be the last time I ever talk to you or see you, but I wanted to share that I'm always committed to Lower Moreland because I've experienced myself the need that more culture and diversity and exposure to different groups is vitally important. Okay, I am going to follow up with the administrators, but I needed you to see my face. I need you to feel my heart.
Ms. Taylor, if you can finish up, please.
I was committed to your students, and I apologize. Thank you for the time. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else for public comment tonight? All right. Next, we'll move on to motions. Under personnel motions, Ms. Galdo, any specific updates?
Yes, the items in bold are the new items since the work session. So we have a new item. Fran Jardin is recommended to be the 10-month secretary She's actually recommended for Murray Avenue, not Pun Road. And she's been a longtime aide at the district, and we're happy to recommend her. And we hope to have her start after the Thanksgiving break once we've filled her aide position. And then under leaves, we have a new leave at the high school for November 6th to January 2nd. And that's all for the personnel motions. I'll move on to extracurricular contracts. Oh. Okay.
Any questions from the board on personnel motions? If not, do I have a motion to approve the personnel motions as noted?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is carried. Thank you. Next, back to Ms. Galdo. Any updates on athletic extracurricular
Yes.
contracts
So,
and
yes.
stipends?
So the items in bold are new. So we have 2 wrestling assistants at the high school, a basketball assistant varsity boys coach, and at the middle school we're recommending an assistant boys basketball coach.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? And if not, do I have a motion to approve the athletic extracurricular contracts and stipends as noted?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is carried. Moving on to curriculum, Dr. Heinrich, any updates on professional meetings? Or to Mr. Cole?
Yes, I'll take care of that.
Thank you.
We do have a couple updates. If you'll see, the items in bold are new since the work session. Kaylee Soulsby will be attending a building capacity and promoting instruction through the PASA DLM. That's a training that you've seen a couple other teachers head to as well. Danielle Giuliano will be going to CPI training. That is a de-escalation training many of our special education teachers partake in. Andrea Wadsworth will be attending a session virtually on using AI tools to increase social studies learning and enhance teacher productivity, offered by the Bureau of Education and Research. Barb Cavanaugh will be attending a Project Search Bucks Open House. Rachel Coleman will additionally be attending a CPI training. Michael Guido will be at the PA State Basketball Coaches Association, Penn State Clinic, and I will be attending Improvement Science Skill Builder at University of Pennsylvania virtually.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. Any questions or comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion to approve the professional meetings as noted?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Moving on, we have the MCIU Professional Services Agreement. Dr. Heinrich? Any
Surely.
updates?
We talked about this last time. We actually started working with the IU last week in our comprehensive planning facilitation. It was great. Lots of input, lots of positivity, and we look forward to continuing with them to meet the requirements of the comp plan.
Thank you, Dr. Heinrich. Any questions or comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion to approve the agreement between Lower Moreland Township School District and the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit for Professional Development Services to facilitate comprehensive planning sessions as attached?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Next, on to DEI. We have an agreement between Lower Moreland Township School District and the MCIU for professional development services to facilitate DEI council sessions and the Penn GSE Catalyst Core Team membership as attached. Dr. Cole, any updates?
Nothing substantive. We have met with the high school admin team. Its relation to the Penn partnership in particular. Very excited to get started. So as soon as we have approval, we're going to get a meeting set with the kids and get ready to get started.
Thank you. I'll take these in order. First, any further questions or comments from the board? If not, do I have a motion to approve the agreement between Lower Moreland Township School District and the MCIU for professional development services to facilitate DEI council sessions?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. And the second motion under this section, do I have a motion to approve the membership with the Penn GSE Catalyst Core Team for the 2024-2025 school year?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Moving on to buildings and grounds. Mr. McGuinn, any updates to our applications?
Yes, we actually have 2 more applications. One is the middle school, high school PTA for a volleyball event, and St. Hilary Portier's is requesting the use of the Mary Avenue track, which they do every year, and that one will carry a fee of $700.
Any questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion to approve the applications for use of buildings and facilities as attached?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying no. Again, applications are approved. Moving on to business and finance. Mr. McGuinn, any updates on the accounts payable checklist, wire transfer list, or financial reports as listed?
Yes, Dr. Butler, the accounts payable checklist, we have the addition of the checklist dated November 12th, and the wire transfer list is new for this meeting for the month of October, as well as the financial reports being presented tonight.
Any questions from the board? I'll take those in order as well. First, do I have a motion to approve the accounts payable checklist dated 10/28/24 and 11/12/24 in the amounts noted?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Next, do I have a motion to approve the wire transfer list dated 10/31/24 in the amount noted?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. And then do I have a motion to approve the financial reports as listed and previously reviewed?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Moving on, Mr. McGuinn, do we have any updates to the ICS proposal?
There are no updates from the work session.
Thank you. Any questions from the board?
I have a few questions. Just wanted to clarify, I don't know if we ever got clarification. I think one of the questions during the work session was the software, the 360 software. Who would have access to that? Would that just be the administration, the facilities?
The several administrators as well as ICS folks would have access to that.
And reading in that, it states that they would be, when is it expected for us to get the actual study or the assessment in hand?
We have the assessment in hand. That was presented when they presented the report back in October. We don't have the software program yet. I think they're trying to refine based on some feedback that we've had on a path moving forward.
And those one-year retainers, years 1 through 4, are they optional? Can we cut ties at any time, or is that?
Yes, it's a one-year agreement with four one-year
makes sense.
renewals.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? If not, do I have a motion to approve the ongoing planning and retainer services proposal with ICS to provide professional engineering and capital improvement planning services in relation to the facilities assessment and planning report? First year proposal amount is $15,000 and will be included in the 2025-2026 budget.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying
No.
no. Motion is approved. Moving on again, Mr. McGuinn, any updates to the weatherproofing technologies proposal as previously discussed?
There are no updates since the work session.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? If no further questions, do I have a motion to approve the weatherproofing technologies, WTI, to perform Lower Moreland Middle School roof restoration services in the amount noted to complete the main roof sections A, J, and L as denoted in the attached proposals. The expenditure will come out of the capital funds project.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 saying no. Motion is approved. Moving on to school board, we have a number of items that have been previously discussed. I'll try to group some of them as appropriate. Let's see, first, do I have a motion to approve the attached agreement with the PA School Board Association, PSBA, to review our current policies for sections 600 to 900 of the policy manual and to recommend changes, additions, deletions. This contract will support the work of the board's policy committee.
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Any questions from the board? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Next, do I have a motion to approve Jeffrey Sultanic, Fox Rothschild LLP as the labor attorney representing the district in negotiations related to the LMTEA contract?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions from the board? Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Next, do I have a motion to approve change order GCCO002 to James D. Morrissey, Inc. in conjunction with the Lower Moreland High School Intersection Improvement Project for $1,000. This change order fixes a clerical error on change order GCCO001 as previously reviewed.
This is an addition, not a subtraction, right?
This is, I believe, undercharged us by $1,000
Okay.
and are correcting that mistake.
Thank you. So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any other questions from the board? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Moving on, we have two student club proposals that I'll take together if there are no concerns. Do I have a motion to approve the Murray Avenue Interact Club Year 1 and Student Ambassadors Year 3?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any questions from the board?
Is this the Student Ambassador Club that was referred to in public comment? Or
No.
is it-
So,
No,
It's
this
a
is
different club? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed signify by saying no. Motions are approved. All right, now we have some policy updates. I'll try to go through these in a way that fits, but feel free to ask questions. I've got a second reading of policy 237 regarding electronic devices. Do I have a motion to approve the second reading of policy 237 regarding electronic devices?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions from the board? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motion is approved. Moving on, we have a number of first readings of policies as noted in the agenda items G through BB. Each have notations as to changes made to individual policies as previously noted. Some are revisions and some are new. So I'll try to group them accordingly. First, Dr. Best or Mr. Cole or Ms. Blanton, do you want to clarify or reiterate any specific changes?
The 100-level policies we looked at at the policy committee meeting in October. I don't have those notes in front of me. I can pull them up. But as speaking to specific changes, I think we already did discuss that as a group. So unless anyone has a question on a specific policy.
Yeah, they were discussed at the last meeting. So
Yeah.
are there any specific questions from the board?
No, I thought the update that Ms. Blanton gave was very good, and it covered each individual policy, so.
Then do I have a motion to approve the first readings of items G through N and Q through Z, which are revisions of policies already in place?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motions are approved. Now, there are a few other policies as listed, O, P, AA, and double B. These are new policies, so any specific updates or new changes to note from administration or the committee? I don't think there are. Okay, thank you. If not, do I have a motion to approve the first readings of new policies OP, AA, and BB?
So moved.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed signify by saying no. Motions are approved. Home stretch time. Moving on to committee reports, Mr. Berardi, do you have any legislative updates for us?
So we met the other evening virtually, and obviously with the most recent elections, there was some turnover in the state level. Nothing in our area specifically as much, but trying to make those relationships with some of the newer faces in Harrisburg. But there was something brought up, and I don't know if it really affects us as much as other districts. Maybe Mr. McGuinn could shed some light on it, but the universal fund was declared, I guess, unconstitutional. So I guess it could affect us with the E-rate. I'm just kind of feeling my way. I don't know how much we receive in those funds, how much it would affect us if it moves where it's declared unconstitutional and it dries up.
Zero.
Okay.
We
So-
used to, so the board knows, years ago, services such as telecommunications, internet were E-ratable. So we did apply and receive funding for those. Since that time, those services, those ongoing services were taken off eligible lists. A lot of times districts utilize that for one-time purchasing for technology type of equipment or communications types of equipment. Honestly, there's a lot of hoops that you had to go through to get the funding. But if anyone's ever paid their phone bill, you'll see a little FCC universal fund. So every taxpayer or every consumer was paying for that. It's an interesting ruling. It's still obviously pretty new, but the direct effect for Lower Moreland Township School District is zero.
If nothing else, I finally understood why I get to charge every month on your phone bill. Now I know where it goes. That would pretty much be it for my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Berardi. Dr. Lee, any updates for Eastern?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Butler. So I think I mentioned in the past that in an effort to reduce the wait list numbers for the Eastern, several of their very popular courses, they were considering exploring an afternoon session to be offered. They queried some students, and the feedback they got was pretty clear that the interest was not high enough for them to warrant setting up an afternoon session. So they are going to explore other avenues of trying to reduce their wait lists. The other thing I'd like to mention is there will be a December 8th fundraiser craft show at the Eastern Campus from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I think there's quite a number of local vendors that will be bringing local crafts, holiday crafts. So if you're in the need, please feel free to stop by and support the fundraising efforts for Eastern. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Ms. Cannon, any MCIU updates?
No, we did not meet last month. We meet tomorrow.
Thank you. Dr. Hill, Technology.
Our next meeting is in January. This is our annual holiday break.
All right. Safe Schools, Mr. Cole or Dr. Best?
We actually also meet tomorrow, so there'll be an update at the next meeting.
Very good. Ms. Kepner, do we have any correspondence?
We do not.
Thank you. Any additional items the board would like to discuss?
Nothing to discuss. I just think it's noteworthy to mention that the mini-thon is this Friday night, and I know the students have put their heart and souls as well as the staff. So if anybody listening, if you plan on attending, maybe coming to support, if you haven't made a donation yet, maybe try to help with those fundraising efforts. But if you haven't been to it, I certainly would highly recommend coming to check out the students. They do such a great job, so that's about it.
Excellent. Thank you for that.
Also, this will be Seth Barron and Cody Pearson's last run of running thon, so come for that reason as well.
Yeah, we thank them for all their efforts. If there are no objections, I'll move to adjourn until our next meeting, which will include our reorganizational meeting on December 3rd, 2024 at 7 p.m. in this same location. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, you too.